The problem has been solved.
Who's that, Rich? What's going on, guys?
Jack fixed the problem. Technically, you caused it.
Wait a minute.
But you fixed it. So it's okay.
You son of a bitch.
Or Jay caused it.
You Jiminy Cricket prick bastard.
We had a different type of mic in here with a better pickup.
Yeah.
When there was the four of us, you, me, Jay, and Josh.
Yes.
So we needed a fourth mic, and it wasn't one of these condenser mics with the short range.
These are the nice microphones. You have to get real close. They pick up really well. They don't pick up outside noises.
We had the shotgun mic running.
Right.
Which I guess wasn't turned off, and that was picking up audio from me along with this mic.
Yep.
Making an echo.
So everything should be good now. I'm the cause of and solution to all the problems. It's true. Now switch seats. Rich, do you want to sit here?
Do you want to play?
Huh?
Do you want to play?
That's
fine. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass.
I just downloaded it today.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm finally ready to play. So I don't want to play on stream first. I'm still gonna get absorbed. So which one would you rather have?
This is fine.
Okay.
If I'm playing, I think this is better.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, and you forgot to update the stream name.
I swear I did.
Psycho's not. Hold on.
I swear I did. I remember doing that before we started.
Hold on, everybody.
I selected Thief.
Yeah.
I changed the name of the stream.
Yeah.
It should be right.
I believe you. That just happens sometimes. Hey, everybody. I know I still haven't played it yet. Rich told me to play it. I'm gonna play it. I've had a busy couple of days.
Don't give them shit. It's annoying when people keep telling you to play games you're not in the mood for. As I well know.
I've had a busy couple of days working on incredibly secret Project Hornet. We've hit some bumps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't like bumps.
No, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. Bumps happen, Rich. Bumps are gonna happen all over Project Hornet. And
I have a backup idea.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna fix that as soon as I update what it's gonna be called. We won't get into it. But I've had a busy couple of days, and I'm super sad.
It involves a screwdriver.
What? What do you want to call the stream?
Whatever, taffing around. Whatever.
Taffing around?
Yeah, sure. As I named it before.
Taffing around. I don't get the reference. Hold on, everybody. Updating the stream to Thief, not Dark Souls.
Sell Thief to Jack in 3 words. Look, I couldn't do it in 250. Makes you think 3 will do the trick.
You've already sold it on me. I just need the time. I am sold on playing Thief. Hold on. Update and updated. And then I'm going to tweet really quick saying we're live. People like when I tweet.
Now here's the question. Do you want to play a default graphics, or do you want to use the HD mod?
Oh.
Right now I have the HD mod.
Well, you go ahead. I'll just try not to pay too much attention. The HD mod. I might have to look into that. Or do I want it like,
That's up to you. This is up to you.
Okay. I think, you know what? I think I can get past crummy graphics if the gameplay's good enough. Rich.
How hard was sprinkler fitting school? Oh, the school was a joke. The school was actually a joke. Any kind of useful learning was on the job. The school was largely sitting there in a room, bored, but you had to be there. And the teachers weren't in the room for like hours at a time. It was a joke.
Oh,
the school
sure.
was a joke. One thing was the welding, which they didn't really show you on the job, but you never needed to know that on the job either.
Oh, yeah? You never had to weld?
No.
Right. Tweet it out, Rich. We're ready to go.
All right.
We're doing it. Next thing I'm going to do is see if I can mess with this mouse setting, because this is garbage.
I think the pad just broke.
No, I just think we just need to, like, if we change
That pad is broke.
the settings,
It's broke. The click is broke.
everything's going to be fine.
It's got great quotes.
It's got great quotes.
Things are just like this, like on the screen.
Unrighteousness, lest ye be struck down and driven into the earth forthwith, and the land of the heathen consume you.
And a fictional source that it's cited from. I believe the new one just has like a generic orchestra score.
You know what? I was not expecting some hard rock here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steampunk Batman. Oh, by the way, you know why it's all crazy? For some reason, the driver for the touchpad wasn't installed.
I love you, Windows 10.
Windows 10.
You're the greatest.
Yeah, the greatest.
Feels like home.
Thief.
Yeah. That intro.
That's a little bit better. Still, yeah, something might be broken. It's on the fastest it can be, and it's still not making it all the way across the screen in one swipe. But you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine because I don't care. Hey, kids, how's it going? Fine. Everything's fine. What is today? The 9th?
No, it's like the 12th.
It's the 12th. Just taking a look at our tippies. Taking a look at our tips. Seeing if we got any. I might need to restart that.
No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine.
Voiceover.
One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man.
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone.
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Gears is a big download. I see people asking about Gears. What's the download again? 72 gigs?
You need 80 gigabytes to download it. But I think the download itself is something like 73.6 or something absurd.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. We're going to do a quickie Gears episode if it can download in time.
You must learn how to move unseen. Stay in the
Trader to Zeech says this is a test to see whether you read tips given between streams. That was given yesterday.
Cheeky bastard.
What did my silence make you think you could escape? Mwahahaha. Also, idea, Jack and Rich, Dawn of War 2, co-op fun or tedious to get to computers? Scullin says, I have seen 2 movies that I suggest all RLM guys see. Demon, a Polish-Jewish horror movie about a guy who gets married and possessed. That sounds great. And The Greasy Strangler, a John Waters-esque weird-ass movie.
to manipulate selected doors and other objects. Use
The Greasy Stranglers. That sounds like a horrible movie.
Yeah, sounds greasy.
Yeah.
Down this corridor for your next test.
Greasy's one of those.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving
Greasy is one of those words like
quickly,
moist.
slowly.
That just kind of like
Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much
kind of makes my butt clench. Like greasy. Ugh.
you must get to the top
You
of
so
the ladder
greasy and moist.
without being heard.
Huh? Like I don't have a problem with moist, but I know a lot of people have problems with moist or
Moist is great.
or panties. Eek, just panties. That's a weird word, don't you think? I think it's a weird word.
I think you need to grow up, Jack.
Moist.
Very good.
Usually, when you get older, you like the girls.
I like the girls, and I
you
like
you have 2 children, so
and-
I would imagine.
and I like the idea of undergarments. I just don't like the word panties.
What would you call them?
Huh?
What would you call them?
Underwear?
Garmentations?
Underwear?
Coochie cuddlers?
Oh,
I can't.
better.
I can't find my coochie cuddlers, honey. I think
Better.
I got lost in the wash.
To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up. Then use them. Choose your
bloomers. Ooh, I'm okay with bloomers.
and then your
Oh no! I know what you call them.
get your hands
Containers.
Rich wins. Containers. That's exactly what you call them, Rich.
ready your bow. Knock an arrow.
Clam cradlers.
Holding down the attack button. Make sure you or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets. Good shot. Keep practicing if you wish. When you are ready to proceed, approach the training dummy and ready your sword.
Darren51 says, hey, sorry to hassle you guys. Did you get my email? It's called A Musical Proposal.
Sword to the left.
Darren, yes. Yes, I did. Sorry, I have not replied. I will reply to you.
Then release.
That was
Slashes and the
that was an email I had to read a couple times, and it was a very long email. And so,
good job.
Is the weird flicker showing up in the stream, or is that just on this TV?
Enter the cobbled sparring area.
I don't see it on the stream.
Just a light and it's getting like light and dark.
Oh, yeah. That's weird. Ooh, I like Under Ruse. Oop. Yeah, I don't see a flicker. That must be just a TV thing.
When you are done, leave the sparring area.
Dreamer TK, I don't think I got that email about the 3DS download stuff. I usually, and people can attest this, I try to respond to everything that I feel asks for a response, both on our email and on Twitter. Sometimes, like I said, the past couple of days have been pretty busy, so I haven't gotten back to a lot of emails. And Darian51 had a rather long email, so that's going to take a little bit to get back to. But I do my best to try to respond to everyone. I'll take a look for that, Dreamer TK. GameChild UK says Five Nights at Freddy's sister location is the 6th game in a long-running Five Nights at Freddy's series. Rich, what did you think of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location?
Cycle through your inventory.
You
to see
people.
the objects you have in your
You people.
Once an object is displayed,
I have to imagine that that's a joke.
It's probably a
I
joke.
have to imagine. And I'm not going to
No,
dignify that with an
he
answer.
wrote in ha 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 ha.
Ah, I thought that was you.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Oatmeal Nash, the the poop detective movie I was in was a poop detective movie that I wrote and created. Rich Evans is also in it. It's called Poop Again P.I.
Have you been watching Ash vs. Evil Dead?
I've not been
'Cause I
watching.
don't know what you said that would have made me think about that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I had nothing.
interesting. So there's it's a little web series I did. It's up on my YouTube channel. It's called Poop Again P.I. starring the wonderful Tim Higgins and Rich Evans, and that I think we talked about that recently. That is the short. One of them in there is the short in which I have my huge bushy beard and long flowing hair. I still am balding, but I have a long hair. Poop Again P.I. No, Poop Again is one word. That's his last name. He is Detective Poop Again. But it's spelled like Poop Again. It is on YouTube.
This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move
It is on YouTube.
next. Jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up.
I watched the first episode just to see Jack with a beard and hair. I want to say it's like episode 3 or 4 is the one where you see me with my giant beard and hair. It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
I saw a clip recently, and I was like, shocking. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to look like. That's how Rich met me, I want to say, is with my giant beard and long hair.
I saw somebody just did a edit of us. Like they cut down the re-core.
Yeah, that's part 2. They've been cutting them together. I like them.
They did a great job.
I'll tweet it out tomorrow. I tweeted us streaming today, so I didn't tweet it out. But I will tweet that out tomorrow. Yeah, those are fun.
The stuff they added was right on the nose.
Yep. Yeah, they do a good job. I added it to our highlights playlist on our YouTube channel. But
Do I get a kick out of my own performances like Space Cop? I can barely watch myself on screen. It's very hard to watch yourself in anything I've acted in. Oh, God. It's not because I think Space Cop is bad, or because everything I've ever done.
right.
Just specifically watching myself on screen
Yeah.
makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, good, Poop Dick. I'm glad you're intrigued by Westworld. Yeah, I haven't seen the second episode yet, but I really liked that first episode. Today I was catching up on some of my CW garbage shows, so they're not garbage. They're fine. I kid.
How do you feel about the cutscene art?
It doesn't look necessarily good.
Jack confirmed for no soul.
What? What are they? It's like a guy writing, and it looks like it. It doesn't look good. I don't know.
That's fine. If you want to shit on this game, I don't mind. I just want to.
I might.
I just want to
we'll
talk about
see.
it.
We will.
You go ahead.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary.
Yeah, this is like some classic video game cutscene stuff that I'm not usually a fan of. It's a ton of there. It's a exposition dump. Here's all the things you need to know. Here's the backstory. Here's what we're gonna do when we go in there. And it's just not. If I was already invested in the world, then it'd be okay.
All right,
but I'm
all
not.
right.
So.
It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart.
Yeah, I'm not. The drawings don't look necessarily good. It's I don't know.
Turn the game up.
I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Thief is too important.
It's time to begin.
Hey, Bert and Ernie, what happened to the other Best of the Worst that was filmed around the time the Repo Jake episode was filmed? Have a good weekend. LOL, grab my pussy.
The what?
Was there another Best of the Worst episode filmed around the time we filmed the Repo Jake one?
There it is. All right, there's one that Mike is working on that has been put off because Mike was previously working on the Force Awakens review.
Right, or the Star Wars Awakens review.
Yeah, the Star Wars Awakens review. He was
Right.
working on that.
Right.
And this episode of Best of the Worst got pushed off, and Mike is working on that episode now.
Oh, good. There you go. Oh, and people are asking if there's any way you could turn subtitles on.
No, in this I doubt there are in this.
Okay.
By the way, something I like about this game, though, I'm going to point this out.
Yeah.
You know how they handle difficulty?
Huh.
Look at the objectives.
Oh, same gameplay, just more shit to do.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I love that unconditionally. Nothing has changed in the gameplay if you just want to do more stuff.
Yeah.
That is great. I can be absolutely down with that.
Some of them, it's some clever stuff.
Huh?
Like you're in the old abandoned area, but there's a old famous man's grave, and used to be a tradition to put a coin on the grave. So Garrett's going to go out of his way to put a coin on that grave while he's in the area. That's one of the extra things.
Sure. I like it.
I am an expert time. Definitely an expert. All right, here we go.
Anonymous says Star Wars The Force Awakens is the 7th movie in a long-running series of documentaries about lightsabers. Rich, what's your favorite episode of Gilligan's Island?
Oh God, Gilligan's Island is just painful to watch, isn't it? It's the same fucking shit every episode.
That's what they had back then. Yeah.
Gilligan's Island gives me a headache.
Yeah. You know, basically just anything with Marianne in it. You put Marianne at the front of that show, and I'll watch it as a kid.
It's a few too many to try to get by here.
I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with? Couldn't pay me enough.
Eavesdropping is the thing.
You soft belly.
The what?
The bears have got these new
The bear
muzzles
pits.
with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there
I've
was
quoted
a
this randomly,
real
I
eye
don't know.
gouging. Nah. It makes me sick. When I was a kid, surprised you're even in this job. Ooh, the blood, it just turns my poor tummy. Shut up, you taffer. You want blood? You should have been there years ago. Tell you, the bear's dead.
Rallo, I'm not snarking against this game. I'm just kind of...
He hasn't even touched it yet.
I haven't played it yet. I'm generally indifferent towards the game. Rich loves it.
Yeah.
There are a few things in games that I don't like. An example of that is large exposition dump cutscenes in between levels, and this has it. That's generally that's a thing that I don't like in games, and so I'm gonna try to keep an open mind about Thief though, because we're gonna do a retrospective episode on it, and that's gonna be great. Rich loves this game. I know he loves this game, and so I'm just trying to remain as neutral as possible.
Just don't make bears like they used to. There's the thing.
Dreamer TK says maybe I just need to find the right game with cutscenes. You're probably right, Dreamer TK. God damn you.
Cutscenes are all short.
No, Rich loves this game, and so hopefully we can figure out like how much nostalgia that plays a factor in that. And
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm legitimately curious about that.
And to someone who's just never had anything to do with the series, how someone like me will find this game when I get a chance to play it. That's right, Bonga Dog. All I'm thinking is, so when do you catch all the Pokemon? When do you throw the Trader Dezich? We probably won't do another Jesus Christ Shut Up Already for a while. the next one will probably be Knights of the Old Republic, just because genuinely.
After the reaction, I don't know if I want to bother again.
Well, you know what? You played the last one, so I'll play the next one, and I do genuinely want to give that another go.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Knights of the Old Republic. I played it a long time ago. I'm older. I'm wiser. I'm more patient now. Well, maybe not wiser. Maybe not more patient, but you know, I'm older. So it's quite possible that I'll have a different reaction to it this time. And I know it's a classic for so many people. It's actually pretty dark in here. I don't know if that's a joke about like the right mood to be playing this ambient light.
Yes. You need to play this game in dark.
Oh wait! Oh, when I play
helps.
when
It
I play
helps.
it, I'll play it in the dark, of course. But it's actually like it's not too bright in here. We use the LEDs and they're down. So, Rich, is this the one with the HD textures?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is. Game Child UK says, "What is one of your favorite movies of all time?" It's hard to pick, but Shawshank Redemption is a film that is constantly near the top for me. It's a film I've
Yes.
enjoyed more and more over more viewings.
Shawshank is great.
Shawshank is great.
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
I typically don't like horror.
I could watch Evil Dead 2 over and over and over again. Yeah. This might be an incredibly boring answer, but just because of its importance. Oh, look at that. What is that?
It's a spider.
Oh. Just because of its importance to me, Clerks. Clerks was so important to me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Go hit it with your sword.
It'll bite me.
Oh.
You don't have very high health in this game. Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm making a fool out of myself. Look at I fell in the water. Fell in the water, Jack.
Clerks was the movie that made me realize that I could make videos or make movies. You know, it got me started down what eventually turned into my career path. So, Clerks is super, super important to me. Something like Wet Hot American Summer. When I made my first short film, we were looking at Evil Dead 2 and Wet Hot American Summer and said, like, we can do this. We can make movies like this. So those are super important. I'm just trying to think of other movies in general that I could just watch anytime. There's so many of them.
Oh, there's two more. What are they? Oh, for crying out loud. I'm just... Oh, no, now I lost my platform. Well, fuck me.
I'm gonna go see if there's anything to drink here.
Yeah,
be right
go
back.
ahead.
I'll be right back, everyone. Feeling a little parched.
Where are they at? I cannot... I got too much glare on the screen. I cannot make out where the other spiders are. And I know they will bite my ass the second I get off of this platform. Or the second I at least climb over there. Oh, for fuck's sake. There. There's one of them. Where you at? There we go.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Oh.
That looks great. Super Secret Project number 2 looks great. Found a beer and a water.
Most people could probably guess what Super Secret Project number 2 is. Think about it for a few minutes.
Nope. Nope. Hi, it's me. Okay. Okay, so what's going on? What mission are you on? What's happening?
This is the first one. This is Lord Bafford's Manor. This is just steal his priceless jewel scepter,
Okay. Cool.
which we have gotten into his place by going in through the basement.
Nice. Did you turn on the Twatcher?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I did.
Great.
If I didn't, you know what? I'm pretty sure I did.
Great. Great.
Turn the, just for the sake of the stream, turn the light up a bit.
Sure. Just so they can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense. Bill Laheka, you might be correct. Yeah.
But I've been thinking we should watch the outside.
So who's watching?
Stupid.
Who's watching Supergirl? Are you watching Supergirl? It's on CW now, Rich.
Then you catch them
Wow.
before they get inside.
Wow.
It was a big deal. It was on CBS. Got bumped down, some would say, to CW. Other thing is Superman's in it now.
Really?
Like, Superman just showed up. Which shouldn't be a surprise because, you know, like, they're all cousins and stuff, but... Like, he just showed up, and he's Superman. And, you know, the first big action sequence that Superman was involved with? That it involved Superman and Supergirl having to save a bunch of civilians. It was crazy. It was like no Superman I've ever seen.
Superman would
Yeah.
save civilians?
He like, you know, he wasn't in danger.
Did he blast them with his heat vision
No,
afterwards?
he did not. Like Superman wasn't in danger at all, but the villain knew that he couldn't hurt Superman. So he sent a bunch of things after a bunch of different civilians so they would be scrambling to save other people and let him go. It was a crazy thing.
Did you bring the drugs?
I did. I was going to bring them subtly, but now I guess I have to
No.
them around for everyone.
Just give me a few.
Oh, snap.
See, now these are my Tums. It would have been funny if you'd taken a few out and then just put them in my hand.
You don't think people would notice that they're like pink and yellow and green pastels?
No, because they're looking at a very tiny window.
You could like pretend to crush them and snort them or something. I wonder how well Tums would work if you snorted them.
I think Tums would lose a little bit of effectiveness
Yeah,
if you snorted
The
them.
efficacy might be. You got any more of those?
Downstairs in the fridge. Actually, I have that one. That one's not.
Is that yours?
Okay. Is it still
I don't wanna
cold?
steal yeah.
Is it still cold?
I don't want to steal it if it's Jack's, but if
No.
it's yours, that's fine.
It's Rich's.
I don't
Yeah.
mind stealing Rich's cup. Greetings and salutations.
Hi, Garen.
What's up?
Not much.
Please explain why I watch DC shows. I like The Flash, and I like The Flash because it's fun. And all the actors have really good chemistry. And it's some fun superhero stuff. Supergirl, equally fun.
Gotham?
I don't watch Gotham.
I haven't seen this season. I'm assuming there's a season this season, but I got into watching it when I was down there with my dad.
And I watch Arrow because it is a sleazy soap opera. Oh, I hate that I watch Arrow. It's so bad. All the actors are terrible. All of the plot lines are terrible. And it's just cheesy and sleazy, but I watch it anyway because it's like beautiful people and they're just all like in love triangles.
Jessica Jones, that's Marvel, right?
That's Marvel.
Okay.
Love Jessica Jones. So I watched the CW.
Did you watch much of Jessica Jones, Karen?
Watched first few. I've been meaning to get into it. Lately we've been watching Narcos and
Oh, yeah.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. which
Gotta watch
I keep
Unbreakable.
wanting to call it Kim Possible, which I know is a completely different show. Kim Possible and Rob Stoppable.
You should be ashamed, Jack. I am ashamed. No, I'm absolutely ashamed to watch Arrow, but I still do it. I still do it. I can't stop now. Can't stop now. And the Supergirl, like I stopped watching Supergirl after a couple episodes just because it got so dumb. But then The Flash was going to be on a Supergirl episode, and I love The Flash. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll catch up. And it was an adorable episode.
Did you like Smallville at all?
First couple of seasons.
Yeah, I liked it for the first. It was kind of like, you know, Dawson's Creek meets Superman. Or something.
Exactly. But then, like, it got so Monster of the Week.
Yeah. But you kind of look like the Lex Luthor guy.
Oh, sure. When I'm fully shaven.
Yeah, when you got the cue ball thing going and the
Right.
no facial
Oh,
hair.
I know. I've been so lazy recently. I haven't shaved in so long. I feel terrible. I feel like a monster of a person. Because I haven't shaved and
Just say you're
everything.
growing your beard again.
Nope.
Where'd your beard go? I changed my mind.
Nope.
You got a red one like Rich.
I do have a red beard. No, I'm just a terribly lazy person, and I haven't
Aren't
shaved.
we all?
Yeah.
Some people are just more mortified of not looking perfect.
I go through waves.
We're all lazy.
I go through waves. You know, some days, some like weeks, I'm all on top of it all week. And this past like week and a half, 2 weeks, I've just been like, fuck everything. All I want to do is play Overwatch, and I haven't been able to
I
play
know this
Overwatch.
weather. It's like with the way it's been. It's like you
You
take
know?
a shower, you brush your hair. Yay, you! That's an accomplishment. Call it a day.
Maybe that's it. Maybe because the weather's turning a little bit colder, and I haven't adjusted mentally yet.
In the sun's been, I mean, the sun was out the other day, but like today it was just dreary
Mm-hmm.
and rainy and 50-ish.
Well, Draco's, that's the biggest problem with Arrow is the unnecessary relationship drama.
Do we have headphone extension cord? Headphones would be great.
3.5
Maybe.
inch
Maybe.
Male to
The answer is
female.
maybe.
Yeah.
or 3.5 millimeter, I should say.
You
not
need to
3.5
hear.
inch.
Rich needs to hear what's going on.
That would help.
These headphones have a long ass cable.
Karen, could you plug that into the headphone jack port? We'll see if this works.
Where's the headphone jack port? On the
On the
laptop?
front of the computer?
Oh yeah.
Let's see if this.
Not the microphone one.
No, a little picture.
That's perfect.
Of like a pair of headphones, I guess.
That
That's
work?
perfect. I can hear now.
Oh, nice shirt.
I'm not a
Oh,
deaf
yeah, like
thief.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
when did you buy that shirt, Karen? I've never seen that one.
Oh, I think I got it at Five Below. I'm not sure. Maybe Walmart.
Ooh. Captain America's.
Yeah. Are you guys on camera?
We're on camera. You're not on
I
camera.
I can show my shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over. Here, I'll move by Rich so I can show off my Captain America shirt here. And my I just showered wet hair. Where's Rich? Am I here? Can you see me now?
Yeah, they should be able to see the shirt now. It's a bunch of adorable Captain Americas.
Yeah, like what do they call it? Kaji or kanji or keiji or there's kind of Japanese word for the little cutesy.
I don't know. Would you like to sit over there? I can move your
Super
microphone over
deformed?
there.
Isn't that what they call it?
No, like
Hold
they
on.
have like
We'll fix it.
I don't know, they're like little cutesy.
I'll
dolly
fix it.
Japanesey
Wait,
things.
where do you want to sit?
Over by Rich, but
Okay.
I'm grabbing my pop.
Oh yeah. Oh, your pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen
Please
calls
walk
it
right in
pop.
front of the TV.
Well,
Directly in front of the TV is the best place
it
you could
the very
possibly
best?
be. Yes.
Glad you like it. Hi, Karen's arm. That's the best part of me.
Your head is the best part of you.
Do, 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 do. Oh, come on, it's a nice arm.
I'm shocked you're not waving it in front of my eyes.
No, I just hadn't thought about it, but now they gave me the idea. I guess he's
Ah!
frozen.
Well, all right, you can grope me, but don't tickle me.
I'm walking in front of the TV.
Why is everyone walking in front of the TV when I'm thieving?
Because we're trying to also set up a broadcast.
Yeah. Yours is with his true love, thief. I bought him a T-shirt that had a guy and a girl and it said good, a guy and two girls and it said better, and a guy playing a video game and it said like best or perfect or whatever.
And hold on, they can't hear you yet.
There are certain things that'll distract you.
Karen, can you tap on your microphone?
You can't see him. He's right in front of the TV. He's just standing there.
I can see him.
He's just standing there.
Karen, can you tap on your microphone again?
He knows now, and he's in no hurry. He's in no hurry.
That should be good.
You can hear now?
Now move it close to you. Okay, now give me a testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Is that the right?
This is why schizophrenics
One of those
aren't
trees.
thieves. You're trying to listen to what's going on. You got all these people talking, hallucinations standing right in front of your face.
Jack, are you hallucinatory? Are we having a shared collective delusion that Jack's there?
No, I'm fine. Hold on. Oh, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I know what's happening. What is that? Blue? That's blue. Okay. Pause. Okay. All right, Karen, try it again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.
There you go. I'm sorry, Rich. I was trying to get our broadcast working properly.
No, you're not.
I was trying to get it
You're
working
not sorry about
properly.
jack shit.
Nope, not even a little
Jack
bit.
shit.
Not even a little bit. But now
He's putting the Jack in Jack shit.
I put the Jack in Jack shit.
Hi. Whom all said hi to me. Have I ever taken a Yahoo? I've never taken any hallucinogens.
Well, they want to know if I've taken any lately.
Oh.
No, when I was younger, I did all sorts of drugs.
In my misguided youth, I tried a little weed,
In
but that's
my
about the extent of it, really.
Oh yeah, just a little weed.
That's it. Yeah.
Misguided. That'll be legal everywhere in a decade?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, under a decade.
Yeah, I'm a pretty sober camper. Not even much of a drinker.
Yeah, and I haven't done anything in over a decade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a very long time since I've even done the pots.
The pots, the marijuanas, the leaves and berries.
I used to be a pretty avid pot sticker, but that was a long, long time ago.
Oh, I never even made it a regular. Mostly because it made me paranoid if I had to be out in public. And,
Oh,
I
God,
had a
yeah.
friend who always was like, let's do that and go to Walmart. And it's like, let's not.
That's why I stopped doing it. Is I got paranoid in my house.
Ooh.
Like I had a rented place with some friends. It was like me and 5 friends. We all lived in a house together, and like I just wouldn't leave my room. I became so paranoid.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, oh no, and then finally, like one day, I realized it. Like I haven't left my room in a like I'd go to work.
Yeah.
I'd go to work, I'd come home, I'd get high, I'd stay in my room. Friends would have other friends over. People would be up. I had
And Jack's hiding in his room.
Well, oh yeah. Like people would be over, and people would like come in and smoke with me and leave, and it was a really weird existence. I did not like it at all. In hindsight, I kind of fell into that well, and then I realized what was happening and stopped smoking. And suddenly,
That's the smart thing to do.
Right, and it was weird because like after a few days and then weeks of not smoking, I started to come out of my room a little more and be a little more personal. And it's like, wait a minute.
This is making my life worse, not better.
Jack, no game audio?
So when did you give up the olives?
The olives? I still love olives.
Still love your olives and
Still
Coca-Cola.
love olives.
Damn it.
Rich, we because of your headphones now, I don't believe they can hear
Anything?
the game. I think you need to. I think because head over to OBS for a second. We're gonna fix this. Everything in moderation. I know everything in moderation.
Oh, yeah, I ain't telling anybody else what to do or not to.
Oh yeah, you live your life.
Yeah,
Man.
well, obviously, if it's making your life worse, then it's something you want to cut out.
Well, and I think it's hard to like figure out what is making your life worse, or just figuring that out. Desktop audio. Switch it to headphones. There you go. All right, now you should be. Oh wait, but it's all the way turned up.
They want to know what kind of bagels you like. Is that some kind of cryptic message, or is this actually about bagels? I mean, if we're actually talking about regular bagels,
Let's assume we're talking about regular bagels. Yeah.
with no chemical reasons to want bagels or something. I happen to really like those cheese ones that they have over at Panera.
Yeah.
They have like the Asiago cheese bagels. They don't even need any cream cheese. They're excellent.
And I'm sure they're like 600 calories a piece or something. Not doing my waistline any favors.
Hey, getting for half of them at 600 calories. Nothing
Yeah.
but carbs and cheese.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. All right, where did I leave off? On tips. Half math, half calf. Rich.
What?
Fuck, marry, kill. Kirk, Picard, Cisco.
I don't want to fuck any of them. I don't want to marry him either. I'm not gay.
Oh, there you go.
Who's Cisco?
Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Rich.
What?
Are you getting a Raspberry Pi?
Not just yet. No.
Okay.
Might be need to play around with someday, but I have no immediate plans.
Okay.
I like the one they've got like Raspberry Pi and somebody's got it like you can buy them like preloaded with all these old retro games and they 3D print like a little baby Nintendo housing. And
Oh,
it's
that's
like
great. That's
it's like
great.
do I need one? No. I can play all of that on the computer, but by golly I want one just because it's just so adorable.
Oh, yeah. I do not use a straight razor when I shave, as I fear straight razors are. I've used a straight razor
Like
before.
the old school, like the
Yeah. And someone actually just gifted us. I assume me specifically a very nice old school straight razor set. It's a handle, and you put an actual razor blade in there, and you're supposed to shave with it. And I've done it once, and it freaked me the fuck out because those things can kill you.
on your face. It freaked you out.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you do it on like the back of your head or something where you can't see it.
No, that was before I shaved my head, but I shaved my face with a straight razor. And I cut myself so much, there's no safety on it. It's just a blade, you know?
I can't really comment because I don't have a whole lot of experience shaving my face.
Well, but could you imagine?
What about your legs?
Imagine instead of shaving your legs with a razor, is you take like a blade, just a normal blade, and try to scrape it
No,
against your skin.
I have a tendency to butcher my legs enough anyway. There's always a little bit of blood.
Right. So
Probably need stitches.
it does give you an incredibly smooth shave, though.
Oh, I don't doubt it. And you can sharpen it to your little heart's content.
Right. But I actually have one of those razor subscriptions.
What, the Dollar Shave Club or
I do
something along those
Harry's.
lines? Okay. Is that Harry's like RRARRY or HAIRRIES?
No, it's HARRY''S.
Okay.
Just like the name Harry's.
Okay.
And so every couple of months I get new razors and shaving cream and aftershave lotion. Just because I go through them, I go through them so much.
Well, since it's legs and armpits and stuff, and I'm not as worried about the aesthetics or the close shave or something. I usually just get whatever the cheapest razor I can find, which is usually like the big bag of yellow men's razors because they charge like a premium for buying them in pink plastic.
Right. Oh, well, that pink dye, man, that costs extra.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't care.
Yep.
Double bladed, get it done.
Yeah. Well, and for me, like especially when I know I'm going to be on camera, it's like, yeah, it's got to be clean, got to be smooth. So I go a little bit extra. Harry seems nice.
Yeah.
Harry, it works
convenient.
for me. Yeah, and it's convenient. They just come to my door, which is great. Jack Rich, any plans to do another movie commentary? All are pure gold, but the last one was pure awesomeness. Wait.
Bad time to ask a question.
Okay, if you're talking about RLM commentary tracks, which I assume you are, I know nothing about that. I know Jay and Mike like doing them, so I can only assume the answer is going to be yes.
Well, women have to shave their legs, but women, especially in the wintertime, if you don't feel like it, you just don't bother. It's with men, you could tell.
If you're
it's
wearing,
not like you're going to wear a mask.
If you're wearing pants, it doesn't matter if a lady shaves.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got it better in that respect. I will totally admit that, we can slack off all we want to. We're going to wear shorts, then it's time to trim the fuzz.
Then you just have to shave, an inch above the short line.
Yeah, basically.
I do. I make my head smooth like a baby's bottom. And then I've been trying recently is powdering it before a shoot because it's
so it doesn't glisten.
it's very reflective.
Right, your scalp oils and
Yeah.
smooth skin there.
So because I like to shave the morning of a shoot.
You don't wax it or anything.
I don't wax
Like
it.
a big apple.
It's shiny like an apple. So then I'll put a little powder on it just to keep the lens flares off of it.
Keep it from looking chrome domey.
Yeah,
Don't
pretty
look like
much.
Destro.
Like who?
Destro?
Destro?
The guy.
You don't know Destro?
He was one of the
G.I.
villains
Joe?
from G.I. Joe. He had a silver metal head.
Oh no, I don't know.
Just picture a guy whose head is made out of like mercury, like liquid mercury.
Oh,
or
cool.
something,
Yeah, yeah.
Like that kind of reflectiveness.
Oh yeah.
Do I have any good scary stories?
Do you?
I don't know. No, not too much scary's ever happened to me.
I don't know.
Weird stories, like Dunkin' Donuts at 3 in the morning.
You can tell that story if you want.
If I can even remember, we were like 20,
Yeah.
Rich and I, and we were there with our friend. We'll call her Velma. What the heck? Although certainly not embarrassing.
More of a
to her.
Daphne.
Daphne. Eleanor.
Totally Daphne.
Yeah, she's more of a Daphne than a Velma. But we were there with Daphne, and the people there not only didn't speak English, but I think they wanted to fuck with us because whatever you ordered, you did, like, kind of a strawberry frosted chocolate donut, and we were there with these two guys who said they had just finished playing volleyball and they were drunk. They were asking us for cigarettes and a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point they got mad at the people working there because they wouldn't give them butter. And they said, do we have to jump on the table and scream Allah Akbar? And I thought that they were going to get into some kind of religious fight with these guys. And
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
the strangest scene ever. It was like this dingy little old one of the old Dunkin' Donuts with just like the counter and nothing else. Like like the old cops come here and nobody else at 2 in the morning kind of Dunkin' Donuts before they tore that one down and built another one across the street with a Baskin Robbins in it, which was totally different shtick.
Before they were a coffee shop.
Yeah, well, back when they were like an old,
Just a donut shop, yeah.
just a donut shop, yeah. Before they were a coffee and ice cream, and they still don't get your order right. But now they have more stuff to get wrong. Used to be like, you just had like a little pile of donuts, and you just kind of pointed at one, and they'd be like,
That one.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can I have one of those? No, not that. One more.
Let's see here. Anonymous says, I have you up in my TV on my living room while I'm cooking dinner. Rich, your body is taking up 25 cubic inches of screen real estate.
Oh my God.
Do you and Jack think you'll be best friends forever?
Aw.
Aw.
Absolutely.
We best friends now?
Probably, yeah.
Friendship to the max. I've been reading today. I was like, I was, what's the word for it? Mainlining or gorging on or something.
Mainlining?
Lumberjanes. It's a comic book.
Yeah, but I'm
Nobody's
just
heard
like,
of it but you.
no,
And 6 other people.
I've read it because it's free if you have a Comixology subscription. Lumberjanes is great, yeah.
Yeah, it's by like Boom or Boombox or whatever is the imprint.
Yeah.
And I think it's just Boom.
Boom
exclamation
Studios?
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just about these girls who are at the summer camp, except like all the supernatural crap is happening continuously.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't had too much time to mess with it lately. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, Like 4 months went by, and I have like 4. Like I wait until I'm cheap, so I wait. Like they come out at $3.99, and then a couple months later they drop down to $1.99.
Yep.
So I'm like, ooh, look, like there's like 3 months worth here that have dropped down to $1.99. So I like clicked on them, and I was like gorging on Lumberjanes.
Yeah, Lumberjanes.
So
is
now
a
it's
good
like
series.
friendship to the max is the slogan there. So, friendship to the max.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Game Child UK. Current shows that I'm really into are Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Once Upon a Time, Blacklist, and House of Cards. Can't
Oh,
wait
those all suck.
for the new season of X-Files and Twin Peaks. I used to care about Walking Dead. I used to watch Walking Dead. And I'll be really honest with you. I know the new season is starting.
Which is what, 6 or something?
Maybe even 7. I don't know. And I don't care. I can't care about it anymore. We've gone too many seasons where the gang is going to face their biggest threat yet. And it's like, I can't have any more tension with you people. Just die already. I want the whole group to die and that to be the end of the story, because I can't deal with another season of the gang thought they had it made, but then they met a bigger threat.
I saw the first 3 seasons, and honestly, I think one of the reasons why I stopped watching it, you know, call me a pussy, is that I kept having bad dreams about, like, all my relatives and friends, like, getting zombie illness, and it was all
That's
sad
terrible,
and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, they're gonna get me. It was like, oh no, we're just dying. So it was like, nah.
Aw.
No, in Orange Chrome, I'm not going to spoil anything. I won't spoil anything. We won't do any Walking Dead spoilers.
Did I get infected like heroically, doing something brave, or just like foolish?
Or were you not paying attention and a zombie
Right,
snuck up
right.
on
I
you?
think we were just camping or something. I don't remember.
It was one of those scenes in the zombie movies where people think that they're safe. Finally. Oh, we're finally safe.
No, it was more like early in the outbreak when people have just no clue that anything's wrong. La 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 la.
Yeah, the only thing to note about Walking Dead is you have to power through season 2. Season 2 sucks. It's the worst.
So season 3.
Season
This
3
is
was,
also a reason why I stopped
season
watching
3 was picking up, but season like 4 and 5 and even 6 are really decent. And then it started to drop down again.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Probably pick it up at some point.
The gang has to face their biggest threat yet.
Again.
Yeah. And I know everyone is super stoked about Negan or whatever, because apparently he's big in the comic books or something, but I have no empathy left for these characters. I don't care about them anymore.
Yeah, they all kind of turned into jerks.
Well, and that's fine. But I need a resolution. It's gone on too long.
Yeah.
So, what else? I don't really care about Games of Thrones. Never seen Once Upon a Time or Blacklist. And I saw the first half of the first season of House of Cards, and I thought it was really good. And then I just didn't care because it's about politics, and it's not about That's the Kevin Spacey Netflix show where he's a politician. House of Cards, and it's really good, but I don't care about the subject matter, so I stopped watching it.
Tapping through here.
That's all I got. Game Child UK. Anonymous. Hey. Nope, not reading that one. Gobbledygooks. Jack. When you have time, could you check out the new Overwatch Halloween updates? Yes, I fucking love the new Overwatch Halloween update. I actually... I got some Halloween-y stuff in loot crates, and I'm super excited about the Halloween update. The new Brawl is so much fun. It's very close though to the Team Fortress 2 Man vs. Machine update, which is it's one of those things where it's like Overwatch is very much like TF2, but it's fun. It's instead of player versus player match, it's 4 players dealing with waves of robots. Almost like a tower defense game. Almost like Orcs Must Die. But you don't get to lay traps.
Mama's Family?
Mama's Family? We talking Mama's Family, chat. That
Barely
Naomi's
seen it.
What?
You like All in the Family.
Ah, sure. Tower, yeah, it's a little tower defensey where waves of robots come, and you get 4 characters to choose from. You can be Ana, Soldier, Hanzo, and
Hanzo?
Hanzo?
Han Solo?
Hanzo, and who's the 4th character you get to be? Ana, Soldier, 76, Hanzo, and
Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin. Thank you. Who's the 4th one? Chat. McCree, thank you. And McCree. And you have to take out waves of robots, and it's Professor or Dr. Junkenstein's revenge. And Dr. Junkenstein sends monsters after you. It's cute. It's really cute if you're into Overwatch. And I've been having a lot of fun playing that. And the new map, they took one of their maps and just gave it a Halloween overlay. So there's like cobwebs and gravestones everywhere. It's adorable. It's all adorable. And if you like the game, it's a free update, and you get some extra content, some extra stuff. So anyway, I will try not to talk about Overwatch.
You mean you paid once and they give you extra stuff?
It's crazy.
Instead of just like giving you 2/3 of the game and then charging you in 2% increments?
It's so weird. You just pay for once, and then they keep giving you more and more stuff. It's weird.
Wow.
So weird.
What an interesting
I'm
idea.
I'm like this close to buying some crates though. Like I don't need to buy any, but some of the outfits are so cool.
Oh,
The like in-game loot crates.
That's the crate for the random chance to, I'll buy the thing I like. But that bullshit is obnoxious.
It is, but I think actually for this one you can just buy the thing you like.
It's
But
not like just blind bag kind of.
a lot of it is blind bag. Is you buy the box that gives you a random chance. But I'm this close to buying some just because some of the I really want Anna's Halloween outfit. It looks so awesome.
I'm not completely against DLC, but I think it can be abused.
Oh, absolutely.
Can?
If you're going to
Can
pay
be
for
abused?
a game, and I realize some games are given to you for free, or you don't have the option to pay for them, and they're given to you for free, and you got to pay for. But I don't have anything against downloadable content, but I think that you should have a game that's enjoyable and playable.
Yeah.
Without it, it should be optional.
And Reich and TB, the game Overwatch is not overpriced. It's a $60 game where you can get it has infinite replayable hours. It's a AAA title. It looks great. It plays great, and they are constantly updating it for balance issues and adding new characters and adding new things to it. Well worth $60.
In a game like that, I would be eager to pick up a couple extra things here and there.
Sure.
To support them for, their continued work on on updates and making the game better.
No, like right now I think I'm up to like 70 hours in Overwatch, and it's like if I'm going to give them an extra $5 for 70 hours, like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Do I like country music? That's a very broad question.
Well,
Not all country music is created equally.
Yes. I mean, I like me some John Prine and some Johnny Cash and some of that 70s outlaw country and a lot of Americana and some of the more recent bluegrass stuff. I'm not real big on what they play on most of the mainstream country music stations.
Please activate my detective vision. This game does not have that crap.
What's detective vision? It makes stuff glow if it's got something that
Yep.
you're...
Yeah, it makes everything glow, and you can see through walls.
in the Batman games you get detective vision and you get X-ray vision. You can see through walls.
Yeah, because
and you can
detectives
see exactly.
can see through walls. That's Superman.
You understand.
If you want to feel like a sneaky badass without trying
Merle
at all.
Haggard, most definitely. John Prine, for sure. Gillian Welch, big time.
Everyone loves Gillian Welch.
She's wonderful.
Everyone loves Gillian Welch. Even people who don't like country like Gillian Welch. They just don't know it yet.
Who?
Gillian Welch. You would probably know her. She wrote most of the music for Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Old who? Old what?
The movie?
The Coen Brothers
Oh, yeah,
movie?
yeah.
Which one?
The
I have
Coen
not
Brothers
seen the
movie,
movie,
Oh
but I
Brother,
love the
Where
soundtrack.
Art
I haven't
Thou?
seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen a lot of things.
Way down
mother
to the
bitch.
river to pray, studying. Her and Alison Krauss.
Oh yeah.
She's good too.
Gillian Welch. If you wanna fall in love with Gillian Welch, look up Everything Is Free Now.
Oh, I love that song. Is that song about like MP3 downloads? Or
Basically.
something? Yeah.
It's this beautiful ballad about how artists
Yeah.
don't get paid and don't necessarily care about getting paid, and it's great.
I thought it was kind
free.
of just a whine that I'm not making enough money or something. Everything's free now.
Well, it's kind of a
Everything
whine.
I ever something gonna
No,
give
everything is
it
free now.
away.
That's what they say.
What's the one with the pickup truck? It's not a country song, but it doesn't have a pickup truck and railroad tracks.
Oh, that's You Never Even Call Me By My Name or whatever. I can't think of who does it. That's the one where he says, you've heard that, Jack, where
What?
he says, I told my friend I thought I'd written the perfect country and western song, and he wrote back that I hadn't because I said nothing about mama or trains or trucks or prison. So then he writes back. He writes another verse, which goes, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damned old train.
Nice. No, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, that's probably from about 1980 or something.
Oh.
David Allen Coe, maybe a little. Alabama sometimes. I mean, they're pretty polished, but they work. I even like a little John Denver. He's nerdy as hell, but you know. I have fond memories of singing Rocky Mountain High when I was about 4.
You know what? He's nerdy as hell. That's like not cool at all to be into John Denver.
Denver.
No, well, I also kind of
on a jet plane.
like down.
His last
no.
words were Rocky Mountain.
Almost. And I like that song, Country Roads. Oh, and if you've never heard it, there's who is it? I think it was Desmond. Was it Desmond Decker? Somebody did a real nice reggae cover of Country Roads. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Almost Heaven, West Jamaica. It's great.
Almost level West Virginia.
Oh yeah. They were, they're about mountaintop leveling and coal extraction. Like they decided somewhere along the lines that instead of mining the coal by just going, kind of laterally, that they would just blow all the mountain that was on top of the coal and then pull the coal off and dump the mountain into the valley next to it. Which, kind of does ugly things to the mountains.
Yeah.
And nasty things to the rivers. So there was a big article about that had the line almost level West Virginia instead of almost heaven West Virginia like John Denver.
Oh,
But
sure.
that's one of my favorite songs though, Country Roads. I love that song.
Riken, quick correction. Blizzard does not balance for both versions. Yeah, there's console versions of Overwatch. And there's the PC version of Overwatch. They balance them separately. They do not do across the board balances. Some balances affect both, but they also balance specifically for consoles and for PC.
I'm sorry, Rouse,
settle down.
Dowser, whatever. That I can't read that. But
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You did all the things?
I got spotted once.
Oh.
I
you ever-
flashbang and knock him out?
You ever been on like the Blue Ridge Parkway?
Maybe.
It's like
Maybe.
a federal road or something. I don't know what it is, but you can drive up and down and through the mountains. And
Cool.
It's really pretty. West Virginia's lovely.
West Virginia.
It really is. And I know it's had long-standing economic troubles, but it's a beautiful state. And they got a really cool accent.
West Virginia.
On the motorcycle, nice.
Strife
That's the way to do it.
Introverse says, every time I play origami on stream, I imagine what you two might say about it. Last week, I tipped the exact amount needed to purchase the game, just FYI. LOL, schmoop, my booper.
Is that the one with the dog?
No.
Okami?
Miss
Are they
Apple-
talking about the one we were looking at the other day?
The
stealth
The
one?
stealth one we were looking at, which has cover art, which
He'd
looks
been
like the one with the
arrested by
dog.
the Hammer
But it's a
Eyes.
stealth one. Rich wants to
Apparently
play
they didn't
that.
approve of his occupation.
We will play that.
and
We'll
I
play that
doubt
on
they
stream.
approve of mine.
We
So
will play that.
hopefully they'll never
Blah,
catch
blah, blah.
sight of me when I break him out of their prison.
Flubble,
Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cuddy in a mining complex carved out of a
Why
quarry.
are you popping up right
The
now?
quarry's
A
flooded,
thing
but
on my
the
laptop
hammers
just
still
popped
work
up
the
right now that said,
top-level
how likely
mines
are you
and
to
have converted
recommend
part of
Windows
the
10
complex
to a
into
friend or
penitentiary
colleague?
for those who
Very little.
Well, now very little. I don't want you popping up while I'm doing shit.
An associate of mine.
Get outta here.
Fine
Good
there
OS
has
stays out of
provided
the
me
way.
with
A
meth.
good OS stays out of the way.
If I'm not
Difficult to get in
thinking
by way
about
of the
you,
main
you're a good
gate, but
OS.
there
A good OS
is
doesn't
another
tell
option.
me how
The
to
mines
use
break
it.
the
Yes.
surface of a
You know
hill
what has
south
never
of the
once
quarry.
popped up on my
I'll drop
Apple
into the mines
OS?
and head for the
Hey, how we doing? Do you like it? Do you like what's going on here? Tell a friend about how much you
Every
like
version of
it.
Windows has made it harder for me to do stuff that I've always had permission to do
Rich.
before. It's like now I got to find where they hid it, where they hid this setting I want to change.
Now you need to be an administrator. Now you need to be a super secret administrator.
Money
Yeah.
for the Baffert job.
Sorry.
You know what I mean, God damn it.
I mean, I got used to using computers with Windows 95 and 98 when you could just, if you dicked around in the menus long enough, you had access to damn near everything.
Well, then it's like they're trying to make a streamlined experience. Like for 90% of our users, they're not going to need any of this. Let's make sure it doesn't get. Let's make sure they can't mess with something they don't understand.
If you want, yeah, but you want if you want a real OS, have a real OS. If you want to idiot-proof it, have Chrome. I love my Chromebook.
Yeah.
It's hassle-free, it's worry-free, but it's limited.
Right.
And I don't want Windows to be like that. If I'm going to have a real OS, I'm willing to take responsibility for occasionally messing things up, but I want, the customizability and the power of a real OS.
I think that's fair.
If I want something, that my mom can't destroy, we'll set her up with a Chromebook or Android.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, Anonymous. I can't read this tip in good conscience.
That's great, nice.
E. Farron says, thanks for streaming Thief. Also, does the TV Supergirl frolic with bunnies and stuff her bra while taking a break from saving the world? God, that movie was awkward. No. TV Supergirl is fun. At least she can be fun. This season, now that she's on the CW, Superman is there. There's some love triangle-y stuff.
She's stuffing her bra with
With
bunnies?
Superman?
Not with Superman, with Jimmy Olsen, actually.
She's stuffing her bra with Jimmy Olsen?
She could stuff her bra with Jimmy Olsen. She's Supergirl.
She wants to, or maybe she doesn't, or maybe
Jimmy
she's
Olsen
too
would
busy.
not be able to stop her.
Jimmy Olsen is all about the Supergirl.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Can you squeeze Supergirl's boobs? Or would they just be like, just iron?
Well, there are some substances
That's a
that
fair
are...
question.
There's some
No.
substances that are malleable and ductile, but still strong.
I would assume. I mean,
like
Supergirl's
carbon-
able to move her
Yeah.
body, and so
Yeah,
like
but she also has super muscles.
she has super muscles. Like
They're like carbon nanofiber boobs or something.
Carbon nano boobs?
you have to assume that all of her cells are just super strong, but they're still cells, and so there's still a collection of fat globules in there, right? They're just super
How do you
strong.
know that? How do you know her alien biology? How do you know she has cells?
Maybe her brain is inside of her boobs, and her pancreas is in her left knee. Who knows what her
So
anatomy is?
you start.
So when you
so
talk
Jimmy
to
Olsen,
Supergirl
Yeah.
and look her in the eyes, she says, "Hey, down here."
So when
Because that's where her eyes are.
when Jimmy Olsen starts the sexy time, Supergirl gets real dumb.
Yeah. She nurses her baby. She holds it up to her ear.
Oh my God, that'd
never
be
know.
crazy.
Buckyball boobs, maybe.
Supergirl, Supergirl has a sturdy outfit, so I can neither confirm nor deny.
Superman shave? I say he
Whether-
probably just holds a mirror up to his laser eyes.
That's exactly how he does it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he does
Exactly
it.
how he does it, yeah. But her outfit, in the show, Supergirl's outfit is very sturdy, so I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not her boobs jiggle.
However, wouldn't it be easier to say,
But
instead of this convoluted mirror reflection shaving,
yeah,
Kryptonians don't grow beards. There you go, done.
yeah. But then that limits your character making. Then you can't have any Kryptonians with beards. And Zod had a beard, so
All right.
right. You got to
Alright.
curb that right away. I think that's the more important question. Superman shaving with a beard, you can kind of see that with a mirror in his laser eyes. How does Supergirl shave her legs and armpits? That's
A
significantly
series of mirrors.
significantly more complicated.
Maybe she goes on natural.
And you know what? If she's finally ready to go all the way with Jimmy Olsen, how does she shave other things if she wants to really take care of things?
Maybe she waxes. We don't know exactly how firmly embedded in the skin these hairs are.
There can't be. I mean, she would have to cement, you lay down a layer of cement and pull the cement off. Wax wouldn't be able to pull anything out of her skin.
There's a nugget around here I'm missing. I know that.
There's a nugget.
Yeah, a nugget.
There's
How about just a chemical, like, depilatory or whatever?
Ooh, I like
like-
that. Wait, what if it's like a kryptonite wax or a kryptonite razor, just to like trace levels of kryptonite to weaken the hair enough?
Yeah.
She Supergirl in the TV show works with
This
an
is why
organization.
people don't respect nerds.
Because we have these conversations.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gave up looking for the respect of people who couldn't appreciate my nerdiness a long time
Good
ago.
answer. Good answer and the correct answer.
I'm projecting my
was a time I tried
misogynistic
to be
views
normal,
onto. No, I'm saying I'm saying, what if Supergirl wants to do some grooming before getting a man down there? That's her. It's her choice whether or not she grooms.
What if she wants to have sex without accidentally ripping Jimmy Olsen's dick off?
They're super powered. They're not like the Hulk. They have control over their own body.
Well, don't people
We're
kind
talking
of-
about an orgasm.
Yeah, I mean, don't people, there's some involuntary action going on when you, Le Petit Mort.
Le petit what?
The little death?
The little
Get
le
that
petit
mic right up to your face. Quiet.
le petite
Le Petit Mort.
Quiet. Mick needs to speak up more.
I think that's a risk that Jimmy Olsen is willing to take. I think that's a risk that any man is willing to take.
Because he is a stupid, stupid man.
Nope, because then you have that one story that will best everyone else's story. Sure, I'm dickless now, but let me tell you about this one time I had sex with goddamn Supergirl. Have you had sex with Supergirl? Oh yeah, Karen, that one is a little, really have to wrench that tight.
Grab it.
That
then
one, yeah.
Twist it.
There you go. Grab it and twist it. Death
I think we got it.
by Snoo. You are absolutely right.
Well, somebody did like an extended version of like why Lois Lane and Superman could never.
Man of Steel, Wound of Kleenex.
Yeah, I mean, among other things, they were saying that his super sperm would supersonically zip through her insides and give her peritonitis. And
Oh, sure. That's that's a classic Mallrats bit. Is Superman's load would go through Lois's back like a shotgun buck. A buckshot.
I've heard it go further than that. If each of his sperm could fly like he does,
Yeah.
they'd be like millions of heat-seeking missiles that would all go to the nearest egg they could find. You would have all these sperm burrowing into women all across the country.
ew.
Just from one Superman ejaculation. And they would all be pregnant.
Superman can never have a wet dream.
Superman. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
yeah. They would all just fly off in search of fertilization.
but they would just fly off in search of heat sources. They wouldn't necessarily be able to get in anywhere. And of course, sperm are incredibly weak to begin with. So,
Superman sperm are incredibly strong to begin with.
well, no, but I mean, like,
They're not especially smart,
they're not smart, and you have to assume because
and they're better heat
our
sources
sperm
than
are
humans.
significantly weaker than us. His sperm has to be significantly weaker than him. They would probably make it far enough to be gross for everyone, where it's like, those like in CSI shows they use black lights to find sperm. They'd be finding that everywhere across Metropolis and just go, fucking Superman ruined crime scene investigations.
Yeah, but I mean, that sees like a big splotch of semen. One individual sperm
Right.
3 states away isn't going to really.
Depends how frustrated he's been that year. You
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know how much.
It's like like that joke. Why is Santa's sack so big? 'Cause he only comes once a year.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Half Matt, half. Oh, sorry. Oh, I just air bubbles, burps. Very sorry. Half Matt, half cat. Sorry, I pronounced your name incorrectly before. Let's see here. Anonymous says, if you could pick any aesthetic for a new Dark Souls style game, what would you pick? For example, Cowboy Dark Souls. I think we've discussed already that Dark Souls really would only really work with melee weapons.
Yeah. Well, Bloodborne had You need mostly melee.
You need mostly melee.
What if you could train Superman's sperm to think that cancer cells?
Wow. I tried to get the
ants?
train off, Rich. I tried to move the train.
No, I like this train of thought. You teach his sperm to seek out cancer?
Yeah.
Wait, and what does that do?
That cures cancer.
It'll go in and all of his little sperm
They shoot
cells
through the cancer cell, ruptures the cancer cell, each little sperm.
and go and get one and go off and get the next one.
So if you have cancer, you just have to suck Superman off?
You know, it would be worth it. I mean, assuming it didn't
Superman
blast through.
No.
Superman would be
Kill
very
me.
uncomfortable with this.
But by the way, no.
He has an
You
innate
can't.
need to help humanity.
But-
so he would put up with strangers with cancer sucking him off.
But you can't. He couldn't do that because that would be all day for him.
yeah,
There's so much cancer.
It would be horrible.
But then he's
Well,
not.
how many individual it's not necessarily one sperm per cancer cell. I mean, maybe each sperm could take out hundreds of cancer cells, thousands, millions.
Yeah, but you can't, like, there's no way to reprogram single cell organisms without getting into the single cell organisms, which we can't do because it's Superman's sperm, right? Because it's super strong. This
So
plan
you
fails
need to
already.
clone Superman and make a version of him without a brain.
Now we're
that you
already
can just
talking about-
extract sperm
Now we're
from so
already
you can
talking
cure
Bizarro
cancer.
level. No, this
Yeah,
is
pretty
this is broken right from the get go. Superman's sperm curing cancer is broken.
Well,
And while he's busy getting his dick sucked by cancer patients, he's not rescuing the airplane full of
hopefully
300
adult
people.
cancer patients.
So the 12 people that he can save from cancer live, and the 200 people in the airplane crash die.
How often is there an airplane crashing?
In Metropolis, every other fucking
Yeah, I
day.
know.
That's not realistic. That's not realistic.
Why doesn't everybody flee?
No, but he's
They were in
he's-
Townsville.
They're off. They're super villains. He's off solving galactic problems. He's got bigger fish to fry than the 12 cancer patients that can suck him off in a day.
Well,
I
they
went
could
to
come
Cuddy's
with.
place
They
to
don't weigh that
deliver the
much. You can be
scepter.
flying around with a cancer
He'd been
patient
arrested by
attached.
the
He's
to
like
him.
he's like 69ing some grandma while rescuing a
Don't look
So,
down.
those
Ryan?
want to break him out of their prison, which is what I'm going to do.
Jeebus H.
They're
Chris.
holding Cuddy
That's
in a mining
terrifying.
complex
How the hell do you
carved
train
out of
his
a
sperm?
quarry.
You can't.
Seek out
You
cancer.
can't train his
That's
sperm.
the fatal flaw of
Yeah.
this argument
Top-level
now.
mines,
Okay.
and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those
You gotta
who
admit, the idea of
violate their
Superman
tenets.
having fellatio, having someone attached to
An
him while he's
associate.
flying
Yeah, I
around
like-
saving
I
people.
I like the idea of,
Damn
just
it.
him like holding on to someone's waist
be
while they're,
difficult to get
down
in by way of
down
the
there
main
and like
gate, but there
also
is
like
another
lifting
option.
up bank robbers over here
Mines
going,
break the
could you
surface
not
by
look?
the
This
side
is
of the
embarrassing
quarry.
enough.
I'll drop into the mines and head for the
I'm
prison,
saving
which
her
will be
from
found
cancer.
somewhere uphill
That you're
to the
welcome.
north. The
Put down
hammers
the
don't
bank
venture
robber.
into these lower mine levels
Cancer.
because they're reputed to be
Cancer.
haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job. But
I'm
Cuddy's
not
in a lot
enjoying
of
this,
defense
okay?
I don't appreciate.
Well, he has to.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
he won't be able to cure the cancer.
And he owes me money for the
So-
Bafford job.
So he's got to have one person blowing him while he's flying to stop the robbers, and
Yeah.
the other hand is like holding pornography in front of his face, which is kind of looking at the pornography with one eye, while his X-ray vision is also looking through the pornography at the criminal he's got to stop.
And be careful he doesn't set the pornography on fire with that laser.
Right?
And what kind of pornography would Superman be into? Like space women or
No, I mean he's into Lois, so he's just into regular
okay,
ladies.
normal human, female,
Normal ladies.
cisgender, straight up.
Well, and I suppose in the new ones he's together with Wonder Woman, and so he's just like, "Hey, honey, we have to save some more people today. Send me some pics." And Wonder Woman is like, "This can't be worth it. This can't."
Wonder Woman and not Lois, that's bizarre.
What?
Superman in a relationship with Wonder Woman and not Lois.
It
It's
makes
bizarre.
significantly more sense
Well,
than
her
Lois.
lasso, like,
Does it?
does her
does
lasso
it make
have an
him-
effect on Superman?
Or does it make him less relatable?
I mean, I think he's like both of them are generally unrelatable, but it would make
Does
logical.
it make him less relatable?
Neither less nor
Kinda
more
like
relatable.
Brad Jelena,
Yeah.
before they divorced.
It makes
power
more
couple,
sense
kinda, you know.
than Lois Lane. If he's working with Wonder Woman every day, like you go with Wonder Woman.
At what point does the Clark Kent persona have no point? At what point?
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Well, I guess you kind of have to. I don't know if anybody balances the two evenly. They either concentrate more on the, Clark Kent-y kind of end of things or the Superman-y kind of thing.
I wonder.
Or you make it just a small part of the story versus a bigger part of
Right.
the story. I don't know that anybody gives an equal
By the way,
billing.
in the tiny little bit we get of the Superman in the new Supergirl series, he is also he's more Clark Kent in the 5 minutes he's Clark Kent in the Supergirl series than he is in all of both Superman movies. I wanna let everyone know that.
I haven't been able to bring myself to watch the Superman movies. Everything I hear about him, he sounds like
That's really
not
good.
the kind of
monster?
Superman that I enjoy. Yeah.
No,
like-
he's kind in Supergirl. Superman is kind. He's like excited to meet people. Like he shakes people's hands. He's like Superman. He's like good guy Superman.
Yeah.
He's
the
also
Iowa farm boy.
he's an
nice
Iowa
fella.
farm boy, and he's also
or
like
Kansas or whatever.
a Kansas farm boy. Yeah. But he's also a reporter, and so he's in Supergirl City, and he does a little reporting, and he talks to people, and he's like tries to get the dirt, and I'm gonna write a story on this, and he's crazy because this is what Superman is, and maybe that's why I liked the episode so much, is because I get to see a fucking Superman who wants to help people
Yeah.
and is a nice guy.
Yeah.
He like walks into a room full of soldiers, and they're like, man, he's like, hey, how's it going? Good job, thanks for fighting alongside of me. You're like, it's Superman.
Yeah.
That's what Superman does.
Exactly.
You guys are the real heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go.
And knowing is half the battle. Gee, I'm Superman.
Exactly.
Is that their way to say F you to the cinematic DC?
I really think it
Like
is.
rejecting the Flash.
I think they had a meeting.
Yeah.
I think they had a meeting, and they said, what?
Why don't we just do our own fucking Superman if they're not going to let us join their...
Well, and they're like,
anyway.
what can we do to make it the Superman everyone loves just to make sure that we're different than the movies?
Yeah.
Oh, we just go back to what Superman's supposed to be. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, that's the relatable Superman. That's the one I like.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's too much Nuki. Does Superman and Supergirl bleed? Does he bleed?
I don't think she's familiar with the trailer.
Oh, in the trailer for Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, Batman goes, "Do you bleed?
While talking to Superman.
You will." That's what Batman says to Superman because it's so dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like the Batman, and everybody will probably hate me if I say I like the 66 Batman, the Batman 66 comics, the lighter, campier Batman.
Did you see the miniseries that they're doing?
No.
They're doing a team up of Batman 66 and Wonder Woman 77. Yes, it's going to be Adam West Batman and Linda Hamilton Wonder Woman teaming up. And it looks great.
I want to see. I want to see.
It looks great. It's going to be like a 6-issue miniseries. And it's going to be fucking fantastic.
They should also do like an animated version of DC Bombshells.
What's that?
It's like the DC women, but they're like drawn like 40s pinup girls. Just look it up. And
First-
it's probably on Comixology Unlimited.
Oh, okay. That sounds great.
It is.
What did I say? Did I say Linda? I said Linda Hamilton, which is a very different actress. Linda Carter Wonder Woman is the correct one. Sorry, everyone.
I'm terrible with actresses' names.
Very.
I know they
Very
work hard, and I should probably remember their name, and I'm a terrible person for not.
Is Linda Hamilton Terminator?
Yes.
She's the
Debbie Hamilton?
She's
the
definitely
figure skater?
Terminator.
she's the lady in Terminator and Terminator 2, and she would make a very different Wonder Woman than Linda Carter.
It would work, though.
Debbie Hamilton.
Hamilton is basically
On
what
figure
the
skates.
new Wonder Woman is trying to
Wonder
be.
Woman on figure skates.
Mark Hamill Wonder Woman would be something very, very different.
Mark Hamill. And Debbie Hamill. Wonder Woman on ice.
Hey, I got close. I got Linda, all right? I got Linda, and she's an actress. You can't. That doesn't count as a Jack is just wrong.
Jack is just kind of not right. He's been more not right.
I've been more not right other times.
Are you saying he's not right or that he's not right?
A little bit of both. Oh, by the way, like I think the question that started this whole thing was about Dark Souls games and other worlds we would like to see Dark Souls games in. I'm really interested in that Samurai, that Neo, which I know is not out yet, but Samurai Dark Souls could be a lot of fun. So just in general, I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. Old Hand Saw says, "Hey, P-Rex, just want to say